Hey there! You own a business, don't you? Small to mid-size? Then you'll definitely want to hear more about SAP Business One. I promise I'm going to give you a real glimpse of the solution and will limit my use of buzzwords to a minimum. You've probably already been told that SAP Business One offers an affordable way to manage your entire business across the world in multiple languages, from sales and customer relationships to financials and operations. It's designed with flexibility in mind to streamline processes that are most relevant to your company. Let me show you what it can do for your sales teams in their daily job. Take a look at the sales analysis, for instance. You can get an overview of your entire business's activity across a selected time frame. After an important trade show, perhaps. Here, sales opportunities and quotation generation, along with delivered sales orders and who on your team sealed the deals. Let's zoom in on the details. Aha! Well, that's not good. Lots of leads were entered, but there weren't very many follow-up quotes, and even fewer orders. Oh, and plenty of the leads have crucial information missing. Let's fix this. At the next event, use SAP Business One's Scan Card app to quickly record every lead's full details. SAP Business One's bot will remind sales reps to follow up leads shortly after the event. In SAP Business One, everything is connected. You can simply generate the quote for the lead directly from the follow-up activity. And thanks to SAP Business One's strong integration capabilities, for example with Microsoft 365, it's easy to email this quote directly to the lead. Obviously, you and your team will want to keep track of the progress, and not just out of curiosity. Hey, their bonus depends on it, right? Let's launch the relationship map that shows the progress of a deal from quote to payment. Looking good. This quote has been invoiced and paid. Bonus sorted. If you're a small business planning to grow, then your next move should be SAP Business One. Streamline processes, act on timely information, and drive profitable growth. Because every business is different, SAP Business One is designed with the flexibility to fit your business too. Hey there! You own a business, don't you? Small to mid-size? Then you'll definitely want to hear more about SAP Business One. I promise I'm going to give you a real glimpse of the solution and will limit my use of buzzwords to a minimum. You've probably already been told that SAP Business One offers an affordable way to manage your entire business across the world in multiple languages, from sales and customer relationships to financials and operations. It's designed with flexibility in mind to streamline processes that are most relevant to your company. Let me show you what it can do for your sales teams in their daily job. Take a look at the sales analysis, for instance. You can get an overview of your entire business's activity across a selected time frame. After an important trade show, perhaps. Here, sales opportunities and quotation generation, along with delivered sales orders and who on your team sealed the deals. Let's zoom in on the details. Aha! Well, that's not good. Lots of leads were entered, but there weren't very many follow-up quotes, and even fewer orders. Oh, and plenty of the leads have crucial information missing. Let's fix this. At the next event, use SAP Business One's Scan Card app to quickly record every lead's full details. SAP Business One's bot will remind sales reps to follow up leads shortly after the event. In SAP Business One, everything is connected. You can simply generate the quote for the lead directly from the follow-up activity. And thanks to SAP Business One's strong integration capabilities, for example with Microsoft 365, it's easy to email this quote directly to the lead. Obviously, you and your team will want to keep track of the progress, and not just out of curiosity. Hey, their bonus depends on it, right? Let's launch the relationship map that shows the progress of a deal from quote to payment. Looking good. This quote has been invoiced and paid. Bonus sorted. If you're a small business planning to grow, then your next move should be SAP Business One. Streamline processes, act on timely information, and drive profitable growth. Because every business is different, SAP Business One is designed with the flexibility to fit your business too.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you can see the screen and hear us loud and clear. I'm Jenna and I would like to thank you all for attending our webinar on SAP Business One and SBO Portal add-on. First, I'd like to make a few announcements. Kindly note that this session is being recorded and will be published on our YouTube channel. Second, the Q&A mode has been enabled, so you should be able to see a question icon on the bottom right corner when you drag the side menu bar. Feel free to press the icon and type any questions during the session, and we will answer them at the very end. The agenda for today is as follows. First, we will be talking about who we are, followed by SAP Business One and SBO Portal solution presentation, which will be led by our Director for Pre-Sales and Projects, Mr. Ajay. Then we will be showcasing the solution in action, which will be covered by our SME lead, Mr. Dinesh. Then we will have a Q&A session to answer all your questions. So before we dive into the presentation, I wanted to quickly share with you about Inflexion. We are an SAP Gold, Run, Build, Sell, Cloud ALM, Grow with SAP, and Service Partner for the MENA region. We have offices in UAE, in Lebanon, in Oman, in Egypt, and a global delivery center in India. We are in business for more than 16 years and have helped successfully deliver more than 300 projects. We were able to provide quality service to our growing 25,000 SAP licensed users, to our family of around 125 plus experts, out of which 97% are SAP certified, with combined 1,050 years of SAP solution expertise. SAP P2E certification is awarded post-SAP audit, which ensures we have the process, infrastructure, certified people to deliver quality support post-implementation. I'm proud to say that we've been awarded as the winner of SAP Partner Excellence Award for the Marketing and Go-to-Market Best Practices, winner of the IP of the Year, first runner-up for Best Performer Award, first runner-up for Public Cloud Partner, first runner-up for Hack to Build Beyond the Hackathon and Hack to Build Generative AI Hackathon, the second runner-up for Hack to Build SAP Cloud ALM, and Playbook Story Award for Innovation and Advisory Skills. This ensures our position as a trusted and high-performing partner within the SAP ecosystem. With our consultants, we're committed to helping companies accelerate business transformation with AI-powered solutions. As an SAP-focused solutions provider, we offer enterprise resource planning, line of business, business process intelligence, and technology solutions across multiple geographies and industries, resulting in improved operational efficiency, raised productivity, enhanced customer experiences, increased profits, and ultimately growth. SAP Qualified Partner Package Solutions offer mid-sized companies the ability to grow with low risk and rapid time to value, all at an attractive and predefined price. These packages are integrated solutions combining SAP software with industry or line of business expertise, services, customizations, or applications. Inflexion also developed its own extensions and add-ons, which some of the examples are as shown in this screen. We have the SBO portal, the WH Assist, SBORE, BIIN, eCoin, HRIN, PMSIN, SS Portal, and Property Zone. All these extensions are only been built on SAP solutions. Our team not only provides implementation and rollout services, but can help you migrate and upgrade your existing solutions. We can help you extend or integrate with SAP or third-party systems as well. With all these, we serve as your single window provider for your digital transformation journey. Now that's about Inflexion and its expertise in a snap. And now let me hand it over to our pre-sales and projects director, Mr. Ajay.
Thank you, Jana, for the quick introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here on the webinar today. And as a role of as the director for pre-sales and projects, it's my responsibility to explain about the solutions that we are talking about today. So let's start with SAP Business One, the core solution that we are going to be presenting, along with our extension SPO portal. So SAP Business One is tailored for small and medium-sized businesses, and it offers a complete tool set that covers all aspects of your operations, starting from finance, accounting, sales, inventory management, and beyond. SAP Business One is a solid solution which has digital enablers as well, where we can also incorporate artificial intelligence and machine learning. The solution can be easily extended using SAP Business Technology Platform and services, as well as has embedded analytics and mobile technologies that support the solution. The solution, as you can see, comes with multiple modules, starting with management and administration. It also comes along with accounting in the financial module, which forms the backbone of the solution and is compatible with international standards. We also have the inventory and distribution management module, where you are able to manage your inventory, including warehouses with racks and shelves, and be able to manage the distribution aspects of it with multiple scenarios. Also, it comes with production and MRP module to help you with assembling and discrete manufacturing. And the MRP is also built in with intelligent technology, where you have intelligent forecasting capabilities as well that comes along with the product. The next module is projects and resource management, where you can manage internal projects or cost-based projects or customer projects as well, and be able to plan and schedule your project along with the resources, and be able to even include all the financial aspects of it in order to get project accounting and profitability as well. Finally, we have and then we have the sales and service module, which could be starting from pre-sales or marketing aspects of it, because it comes as part of a CRM solution offering, where we have the sales as well as the pre-sales, which includes marketing as well as opportunity management, and finally, customer service is also as part of the solution. Along with that, you can also do the order to cash cycle as well, if in case you choose not to use the CRM in your organization. Finally, last but not the least, you have the purchasing and operations module, where you can manage the complete procure to pay cycle, including running RFPs in order for you to be able to do comparative quotes online. Interactive forms are also available for vendors to be able to provide their quotations in order for you to be able to take informed decisions. SAP Business One has a process-driven solution, and hence you can see that there are end-to-end processes which can be mapped, and there are multiple overlaps that are there. And you can also find that the system is smart enough to post automatic postings where there are financial dependencies as well. So these various track paths show clearly the capability of the system in order to be able to deliver end-to-end processes within your business organization, whether it be CRM, SRM, or whether it be reporting and production aspects of it as well. SAP Business One is available on two flavors of database, and it is also available on-premise or on the cloud as well. So giving you a versatility and the option for customers to choose if they want to go on-premise or they prefer to go on a cloud subscription. We as Inflexion deliver both these solutions, so we help you to be on-premise, or we can give you SAP cloud subscription-based licenses as well. You have the option of running the solution on the traditional Microsoft SQL Server, or you can go with the more adaptive SAP HANA database as well. And all of these core functionalities of SAP Business One, in order to meet customer specific requirements or industry specific requirements, can be extended using the SDK, where you can have in-app developments that can happen, or you can extend it on the business technology platform using the service layer, which essentially helps in integration with the core solution, that is SAP Business One, in form of web services or REST APIs. We also have the more traditional integration framework, which is also available, and which you can also do integration with SAP Business One along with other solutions. Encompassing all of this, we have the analytics and reporting capabilities. We also have the industry solution extensions from various partners that are also available, which which actually support almost around 150 odd different variations and products and solutions and extensions which are there. You also have artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities that are built, that can be also supported on the solution, and some of them are already embedded in the solution as well. Along with the traditional GUI interface, a new web client also is being developed along with modern front end, which helps in analytics and is responsive in nature. And it also comes with mobile applications which you can use without having to add any additional cost to it. SAP Business One, as mentioned, is a versatile software and is being used in more than 170 countries and has 50 localizations by default. And the other countries where the localization is not available by default can be adapted by the partner. And it's also available in 28 languages, thereby making it a single solution that can be used across the globe if in case you have an organization that has multiple country operations as well. With the SAP HANA engine, SAP Business One is able to deliver enterprise-grade solution and features for an SME segment, which enables your organization to grow rapidly and to be able to use the system very efficiently. So a few of the features that we listed here are the enterprise search, which is a Google-like search, which allows you to be able to search any string or alphanumeric character and collate all the transactions that are related to that particular aspect of the search in order for you to be able to drill down and find the right transaction easily within the system. For example, if you're looking for a customer, you just need to type partially the customer's name and it will find for you all the transactions were related to that particular customer, whether it be service orders or whether it be in a project or whether it be an invoice, whether it be an invoice that you had raised to the customer. You can drill down from there and continue very easily. You have also the cash flow forecasting app. It's an app which is used in order for you to be able to forecast your cash flows along with the inputs that comes from the system. This is a real-time application which allows you to ensure healthy liquidity ratios within your organization. There is an available to promise app which is also available, which helps you satisfy customer demands by ensuring and interacting of current and future stock levels. This is a useful feature that can be used in organizations to make sure that they're able to deliver the products on a timely fashion. You have the delivery schedule management as well, where you can prioritize customer orders via drag and drop interface, which also ensures timely delivery and higher customer satisfaction. It's a tool that is very visual in nature and makes it much easier for you to be able to take a decision. We then have intelligent forecasting, as mentioned earlier, as part of the material requirement planning module, which gives you higher efficiency in terms of the profits based on the lean inventory that you can manage, or by ensuring sufficient amount of stock is available, taking into consideration the various parameters and based on the past consumption or sales or the forecast itself. We also have sales recommendations which happen on the fly, and this is an additional tool which is available, comes by default, which gets attached to the various sales processes in order for you to be able to increase your profitability and increase your revenue as well. There is extensive analytics and reporting embedded within SAP Business One to help you make the right decisions in your business. And this come in various forms, which can be used by various people depending on the various level of skills that they have within the organization. So you have interactive analytics reports, which are ad hoc analysis and is connected to Microsoft Excel. The interface here, in fact, is Microsoft Excel. You can connect to from Microsoft Excel into SAP Business One and be able to deliver interactive analysis without any technical skill set or requirement. Again, making it very easy and simple for you to be able to create your drag and drop reporting functionality as well as various business intelligence that you would require from your organization. There is Pervasive Analytics Designer, which helps you design new KPIs, dashboards, and advanced dashboards within SAP Business One as well. Later on in the demo, my colleague Dinesh would be able to showcase the various KPIs and the dashboards that we have by standard, and which can also be further customized or adapted using the Pervasive Analytics Designer as well. It's again interactive in nature. There is not much of coding that is required. There is no coding, in fact, that is required, and is all visual with drag and drop capabilities. We have dashboards and advanced dashboards that come up with the system. You can create even further dashboards. It also comes with KPIs, which are critical key performance indicators that can be created and customized. There are visual cockpits as well that are available based on the individual user's role in order to be able to showcase the most important aspects of their workloads. We further have Excel Report Designer, which helps with real-time connection to the SAP database, HANA database as well, in order to be able to further design extensive reports. The schematic layer allows for data access with an abstraction in order for third-party applications to be able to access the business data as well. Further, we have crystal reports for print layouts, which will help you with enriched printable formats or interactive reports. And finally, we have analytical portal, which is meant specifically for management users or for users who are not using the SAP Business One on a day-to-day operational basis, but would like to see what is happening within the organization. Analytical portal can also schedule reports to be shared to a predefined time to predefined list of people, thereby making it very proactive in its approach. SAP Business One also focuses highly on mobility. So there are mobile apps which are available specifically for sales and service operations. And apart from that, there is a generic mobile app also which is available for the regular business users to be able to conduct their business on the mobile on the go. Again, these apps are available on different formats and are natively available on the iOS or Android apps as well. Setup and configuration is a breeze, does not take a lot of effort and technical expertise. It's very simple and easy to configure and set up. Various activities like approvals, viewing customer reports, putting in a sales quotation, confirming a service order, all of these can be really done easily. And also you can view the reports and analytics as well, which are published within SAP Business One on the mobile apps themselves, thereby enabling anytime, anywhere access onto SAP Business One. Again, whether it is on-premise or whether it is on the cloud, depending on the infrastructure that you have, these mobile apps can be activated and deployed as well. In terms of numbers, SAP Business One has established itself as one of the leading SME solution providers, used by 80,000 plus customers globally, with 1.2 plus million users currently active. We, as part of the large family of SAP partners, there are 300 across the globe who have produced 500 plus solutions, which are again specific to an industry or to a particular horizontal solution approach. Available in 50 countries, localized in 28 languages, and deployed in 170 plus countries, SAP Business One has a large fan following, if I may say so. Implemented by more than 850 partners worldwide, and also large businesses use SAP Business One as their second tier ERP solution, which connects into the larger SAP S/4HANA in order for them to be able to run their operations effectively. So we have almost 360 plus large enterprises which are running SAP Business One in 7,000 plus subsidiaries that they own and they manage across the globe. So this is about SAP Business One, and we would now like to take the time to introduce you to SAP extension product from Inflexion, which is called as SBO Portal. SBO Portal is a portal application, again developed on the SAP Fiori platform, making it very responsive in nature so that you can use it on your mobile or on your regular desktop or your browser as well. SBO Portal comes with multiple functional modules, sub-modules, the main of them being the customer portal, the vendor portal, as well as the customer service aspect of it. So if you, in case your business, if you want to extend your ERP, core ERP solution and make sure that you have higher collaboration and interaction with your customers and vendors, SBO portal from Inflexion is the perfect solution to do that. Customer portal has various modules which are available, and in today's demo you can see a seamless interaction between how a customer, the business, and the vendor portal can collaborate with each other seamlessly in order to deliver a unique experience, thereby increasing higher efficiency as well as profitability within your organization to make sure that you get the best out of both worlds. We also have a small part of customer service, which we were looking at enhancing as well moving forward. So with the customer portal, the customer is able to request for view the quotations that are being generated on his name based on the requirement that he has shared. He can also view the status of the orders. He can view the status of the deliveries. He can also see the invoices that have been generated and which are pending for payment. Payments also can be viewed, and in future releases, we intend to also enable online payment integration so that the customers can make payments online as well. The customer portal also allows the functionality of user management, in which case the customer would be able to create multiple users and provide them with certain roles. So, for example, if the customer, you have a buyer, then the customer's buyer would probably be interested only in looking at the quotation and orders, whereas the logistics team from the customer would be interested in looking at only the deliveries, and the finance probably is looking at only the invoices and payments. So the customer portal and using the customer portal, the customer can decide if he has multiple users to extend this access to them and to also restrict their permissions by themselves in the user management. On the other side, similar case happens with the vendor portal. So if a vendor is going to interact with your business, they have the option of viewing the quotations, the purchase quotations or the requests for quotations that are there. They can also view the orders that have been processed in their favor. They can also be able to check whether the goods receipt notes have been confirmed and what the status is. They can also look at the AP invoices and the payment statuses of those AP invoices. And similarly, they can manage a set of users by themselves within their organization as well. So these two portals are extensions which are available on the SAP Business One, and they are available primarily for SAP Business One on HANA. And essentially, these are licensed in the form of a productive and a test database by default for two databases. Additional databases can also be provided at additional cost. So the license is based on the number of companies that you configure within SAP Business One and not based on the number of customers or the number of vendors that you have, thereby making it much easier and simpler in order from a licensing perspective and also from a cost perspective, making it very cost efficient as well. Based on the deployments that we have done for various customers, we have had additional feature requirements as part of our roadmap as well, which we have included and would be released in the end of Q3 of 2024 as part of our continuous enhancement process. This is again based on the feedback that we get from our customers alike, and we incorporate these as well. So there is a aspect of RFQ as well as purchase order confirmation and quotation confirmation that we are introducing, and also a customer statement print layout in order for them to be able to get a live statement of account as well is going to be incorporated in the customer portal. And the similar functionality is going to be enhanced even in the vendor portal as well, where they will be also be able to view a statement of account. They will also be able to view the payment statuses, whether the payments are in process, when to expect the payments as well, and to be able to upload quotations and fill requests within the application. And similarly, in the customer service aspect of it, we are looking at enhancing complaints so that customers can create complaints by themselves, not just monitor the service requests as well. All of these features would be rolled out and available as part of the new solution approach to our existing customers as well, in order for them to benefit from what we are delivering. So that brings me to the end of my presentation, and I would like to now hand over the session to my colleague, Mr. Dinesh, who would be taking us through the SAP Business One solution as well as SBO portal. And let me invite Dinesh to take this presentation forward. We are here to answer any questions that you have. The Q&A section has been enabled. Please feel free to raise your questions. It could be technical in nature, it could be commercial in nature. We are happy to answer them for you. Thank you for your attention and time. And Dinesh, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay, and good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Let me walk you through the process flow. So here you can able to see the roles and solution. Here OEC Computer is the primary business, which will be operating SAP Business One as a core ERP product. And MaxiTech, for example, is a customer, and they will be using SBO portal. And Acme Associate is a supplier. Also, they will be using the SBO portal for the self-service. So here the process initiates with this scenario. That's the customer will be viewing the item catalogs, as you can see here in the top. Based on the item catalogs, they can able to see what are all the products and services that the OEC Computer will be offering them. Based on that, they can able to create a purchase quote, which will create a sales quotation in the SAP Business One, where they can undergo any kind of negotiation. And back to back, the sales quote, from the sales quote, we can able to generate a purchase quote to the supplier, to the preferred supplier. So the supplier will also be accessing the SBO portal as the self-service. They can able to view all the sales quotation requests that has been received from the OEC Computer, and they can able to update their quoted quantity and quoted price against the request quantity. So when we have this kind of information, we can able to process the document value to the customer, where the customer can able to view that and approve that. Based on that, the purchase quote will be confirmed by the customer. So once the purchase quote is confirmed by the customer, we can also able to process the purchase order to the supplier from the SAP Business One. And based on that, the supplier can able to view the list of order that has been received from the OEC Computer. They can able to process their logistics to deliver the shipment to the OEC Computer, and also they can able to preview their invoices that has been listed. So the SAP Business One process will take all the core modules that will be required to deliver the product and receive the product from the supplier and also to the customer will be taking place. And once the product has been received from the supplier, the OEC Computer can initiate the shipment to the customer. By the meantime, customer can view all the updates in the customer portal, and they can able to track the shipment, and also they can able to preview their invoices. So let me share my screen to walk my screen. So this is the core ERP product, which is SAP Business One, and the SAP Business One comes up with 15 modules, which you can see it in the left side, and also inbuilt analytical reports and KPI dashboard will be listed out in the home cockpit. You can also design your own report with the help of Pervasive Analytics application. And I'm going to create a new dashboard for you to show some examples. So let me take some example as gross profit margin, and I'm click on OK. So this application will enable me to filter out all the values and measures that has been required, to display the analytical reports here in various other dimensions, which you can see here. And in case if you want to include the profit, I can just drag and drop, the report will build itself. Now, if I want to view the report in a pie chart, for example, then I can change the dimension here, and you can able to view in the pie chart. So likewise, you have all the other dimension that is required for the analytics. So once you design the report, you can able to save it by clicking on here as sales versus profit analysis. So I have defined this report, and I can able to pin this in my dashboard by clicking on here. Let me find the report that I have already saved here. And update my cockpit. So this is one example like how you can be able to create your own analytic report in different dimensions without a technical script. Let's now jump into the customer portal. So you can able to navigate to this portal using the web browser. So the customer will be issued with the credential, I'm logging as a customer. So the customer can able to view all the functionalities and the module that has been issued with their roles and responsibility in the initial setup, that they can able to view it here, and they can able to view the list of catalogs that the OEC computer is offering to them by clicking on here. So these are all the items that has been listed as a catalog for this particular customer. Okay, so OEC computer will have a number of items, whereas we will be showing only those items related to this particular customer. So this will be easy for them to do the analysis and place the request, sales request to the OEC computer. So here in the first tile, you can able to see that the report gives how many open quotation and closed and totals exist. So when we drill down to that particular tile, this will give me the historical records of how many quotation that has been exist. So in the interest of time, I am showing that how to create a document by duplicating an existing one, assuming that I wanted to place a reorder of same quantity that has been exist in the previous quotation, and also they can able to create a new code from here. So I'm clicking on duplicate. So all the information that is exist in the base sales quotation will be copied here. So these are all the products and services that has been copied. So this field will enable you to edit the values. As you can see, the price list will populate automatically. So this is the list price that OEC computer has been mapped to this particular customer, MaxiTech. So MaxiTech can able to negotiate this price by inputting the discount. Let's assume I put 5% for all the items. Yeah. And I can choose from which branch of OEC computer that I want to place an order. Let me input the sales reference number. So So once I verify all the information, I can able to see the summary of this transaction that will give me the brief information about how many discounts and total and tax value is. Once I verify all the information, I'll be going ahead to place this order by clicking on add. So as a customer, I have placed the order. You can able to see that the document number has been generated, where this would be the primary key to find this information in the core application by the OEC computer. So in the OEC computer, we have a different department, and I'll be using as a sales person. So I'll be using my sales dashboard cockpit. And here you can able to see my recent updates. This will give me the notification of what are the transactions that has been assigned to me. So as a sales employee of OEC computer, I can able to view the sales quotation. So this is what has been created by the customer Maxitech, and I can view it here. So this shows the integration of system is seamless, and with this I can able to view the information that the customer is asking for 5% discount, where I can go and meet the negotiation. So I cannot offer for 5%, so I can able to edit it here, right? And this as for. Let me update the transaction. In the meantime, the customer can able to view their the document as update. So once the OEC computer salesperson has updated the transaction, the customer can able to view the updates here. On the same transaction here, you see that the discount has now been updated. So as a OEC computer, I can able to see the stock, what is lying with this against the product, and these stocks are already reserved, for example, and I want to place an order for this particular quotation to the vendor of mine. So I can click on this and click on update. The system will guide me to create an automatic purchase quotation to the preferred supplier. So for this demo, I taken this supplier as an example. So when I click on next and finish, the purchase quotation will be generated automatically by the system, and the quotation will be sent to the supplier. Eventually, the supplier will be granted with the access to the ops portal. So let me change to the role of supplier. So as a supplier of OEC computer, I'm logging to the portal to see the list of transaction that has been sent to me. So this is the cockpit of supplier portal. I can click on purchase quotation to view the list of open and closed. Let me check in the system what is the relationship map of this particular transaction cycle as a OEC computer. So the quotation has been placed and I can able to modify the price. And this scenario, I have placed an order directly, whereas if it is a quotation, you can able to negotiate with the supplier with the quoted quantity and quoted price. The supplier can also view this particular purchase order here in the portal. For example, this is the document that has been created now. So these are all the material and the service information and the agreed price with the supplier. So once the supplier is confirmed, you can able to confirm the sales order to the customer. So this is the sales quotation that the customer generated, right? And the customer can navigate to their customer portal and click on copy to sales order as an acknowledgement for the confirmation of this sales quotation. And you can see that the reference number has been copied to the sales order as well. And the customer is now confirming by clicking on update. The sales order has now been confirmed by the customer, which you can able to monitor in the same relationship map. Let me show you that. So now you can able to see that the sales order has been confirmed by the customer. So he is willing to proceed with the order. So in the meantime, the supplier, let me come back to the supplier portal now, which you can see it here as in the title. And once the supplier has processed the logistics and it will be reaching at OEC computer, so that time we will be making the inbound supply delivery. So in such case, on the same purchase order, you can able to create a goods received note from the supplier. So I'm creating a goods receipt note from the supplier. Once the shipment is received at my location, by clicking on add. So now you can able to view the progress of this transaction cycle in the same relationship map. So the stock is now received at our warehouse. So you can able to plan for the customer delivery. So supplier can also monitor that the shipment that they sent in a transit has been delivered or not in the supplier portal by clicking on goods receipt note, where they can able to see the list of the goods receipt that has been created. In this way, they will be able to notify that the stock that they sent has been received successfully to OEC computers. So here is the transaction of goods receipt note. Yeah, so now we can able to process the customer delivery. During this time, the customer will get a regular update in their customer portal on about the delivery date of the sales order and what are all the other information in case of any other activities. Now I'm processing the customer delivery. So when I click on the sales order, I have an option to create a delivery from the same screen. Create delivery. In case if the delivery is partial, I can able to modify the stocks here. let's say on the first batch of delivery, I'll be sending this many quantity. We can also introduce a core module operations from SAP Business One, like before creating a delivery, you can able to pass pick and pack process. From the pick and pack, you can able to choose which product, and you can also do a packing slip for that, and then you can come to delivery. So now the delivery has been processed and the shipment is on the way to the customer location. The customer can able to view the status here. On the customer portal, I have logged in now. And here we have a tiles called delivery, where they can able to view the list of all open deliveries which are in transit. So this is the transaction. You can click it on now. And you can able to see these are all the products. Now, this is a partial delivery. What I have inputted in the core ERP has been reflected here. And in parallelly, if you go to the core ERP, you can able to see that the relationship map has now been updated. Eventually, you can able to create a supplier invoice. Since the GRN is already done, you can able to click on supplier invoice and post the document. So this is a tax invoice. Now I'm posting by clicking on it. And similarly, you can able to post the customer invoice from the delivery that has been created. Copy to AR invoice. So in this way, the tax invoice on both payable and receivable will be impacted. And the same thing will be reflected on each of the self-service portal, that is customer and supplier portal, which they can able to view it from the list of AR invoices. So this is the invoice document that has been created. Parallelly, when I navigate to the supplier portal, I can view the list of AP tax invoice with this type. And here is the transaction. Yes. So once the payment is done, it will be done as a finance user in the OEC computer. They'll be creating receipt and payment. So here I'm creating a receipt entry for the customer invoice. And here is the payment means. Let me keep that it is a bank transfer. So now the receipt entry has been progressed, and similar way, I can able to progress the customer payment. Sorry, the supplier payment. And I'm navigating to the AP invoice. With the payment means, I can choose the mode of payment and release the payment to the supplier. With this, the transaction cycle between the sales, purchase, and internal core operation has been completed, which will be reflecting in the relationship map, as you can see it now. And as a customer or a supplier, they can even monitor the payment. And these are all the payments. And in the customer portal, you can able to see the receipt entries that has been created. From here. So this ends up the entire transaction cycle from sales to purchase and also with the internal operations.
Thank you, Dinesh, for the great demo. And I believe we now have a clear picture of how the modules integrate and work seamlessly with SAP Business One. And you have been able to demonstrate to us all the end-to-end aspect of it. And again, from the relationship map, it's very clear that you have Acme Associates and MaxiTech as the business partners who are able to leverage, and OEC Computers was able to leverage SAP Business One effectively in order to complete the whole transaction with minimal effort as well. So thank you again for this interactive session. Let's move on to questions. I believe we have some questions from the audience as well. And let us go with the very first question that we have. So we have the question is from Mr. Ram Rao. He says how this ERP will control inventory. So, sir, as part of SAP Business One, we have an inventory management module, and has extensive functionality where you can manage the inventory along with batch and serial number management as well as possible, where you can actually see the inventory movement also, starting from opening balance to the closing balance and all the transactions that have happened. And if in case you are a trading company, then there would be inventory received and delivery that you would make, and then you can see the inventory valuation effect also taking place with moving average or standard price evaluation. We also have the FIFO method as well. If in case you are a manufacturing industry, then you can always receive goods, you can issue for manufacturing, you can receive from production, and then you can also do delivery. And as Dinesh showed in and spoke about in the demo, we also have the warehouse management aspect. So you can have your bins, aisles, and shelves, and you can also use FIFO in order for us to be able to manage batch-based inventory as well. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Ramrao. And this is completely integrated. So when you do a GRN, it will automatically post, and when you do a delivery note, it will automatically deduct, and the corresponding journal entries are also posted as well. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Ramrao. Just waiting. So let me go on to the next question. Again, Mr. Ramrao has asked a very interesting question, saying, "How can we get the money spent on this ERP back?" So your return of investment, we can help you calculate your return of investment based on the total cost of ownership as well as your the revenue that your business generates, sir. So clearly with SAP, you can see that there will be a lot of efficiency increase, including fine tuning of your processes as well as your receivable and payable management as well can be actually enriched in terms of the processes. And we can have a benchmark at the start of the project, and towards the end of the project we can also again do the evaluation, and you can see how you will receive your money back based on cost saving, for example, or it could be higher margins in terms of revenue. It could be lower cost of manpower because of the process automation that the system does. Inventory, having a lean inventory can also attribute to savings for an organization. Managing liquidity can also help you in gaining money back. So there are various parameters that we can use, and definitely our customers have benefited over the period of years by using the software as well. Along with that, even from a taxation perspective, with VAT being prevalent, if you are based here in UAE or in Oman, then you would find that VAT is very much prevalent, and we can actually use effective tax computation as well as filing to save money as well. I hope that answers your question. Let's move on to the next one. We have Mr. Shaker. He says, curious to know how much it would cost for 20 users. So let me just quickly take time to explain to you that we have two aspects of the license, the two aspects of cost which is involved. One is a license cost and the other is the implementation cost. So the license cost could be, if you go with the perpetual model of license, it could be a one-time cost. And if you go with the implementation, it is again a one-time cost. Again, we have different types of users. So based on a user mapping, we would be able to provide you with a quotation. We would be happy to get in touch with you in order to take this discussion forward and provide you with a quotation itself for 20 users, Mr. Shekhar. By Mr. Ram Mohan now again. Parameters based on which cost of ERP arrived. Sir, if I understand your question right, are you talking about how much the cost of the proposal of the ERP would be? Then it is based on the number of users that you would be using in the ERP system from a license perspective. And from an implementation perspective, it would require, we would take into consideration the modules that we would enable, and for the number of legal entities or companies that you would want to configure on SAP Business One. So these are the two or three major parameters based on which we arrive at the cost of the solution itself. So we have another question from Ms. Marwa. What is typical timeline for implementing SAP Business One? The timeline could be anywhere between 8 weeks to 16 weeks, depending on the complexity of the business as well as the modules that we are implementing. Again, it also depends on the availability of users in order for them to be available for training and testing. But on an average, you can say anywhere between 8 to 12 weeks is what SAP Business One can be implemented in. We had another question from Mariam. What kind of training and support is available for new users of SAP Business One? As part of our implementation, we provide training, and this is classroom-based training where we ensure that the end user is able to use the system effectively. And we also provide a test database or a test instance as part of the configuration. So then the users are able to test by themselves, and then they will be able to also do the testing and training on the system before they move on to a productive system. And apart from after going live as well, we provide hand-holding in order to make sure that we provide the hypercare support in order for the solution to be stabilized. So all of this is part of our implementation cost and is inclusive in the cost of implementation itself. So Mr. Santosh Yadav has a question. In process manufacturing production process, how to manage price hinging vessel? Sir, could you please clarify price hedging? So if you're talking about price hedging, the system doesn't have directly price hedging process in place. It could be something that we can actually incorporate in the system as part of our adaptation, but there is no direct price hedging that happens in SAP Business One. The concept doesn't exist, but we can definitely help you in that aspect, and we can have a one-to-one discussion in order to understand the depth of which you're looking at the price hedging aspect of it. So we have a question from Mr. Mohammed Haider, which says, can SBO portal be customized to fit the unique needs of a business? Yes, we can adapt SBO portal as well to extend certain functionality which a particular customer is looking for, or depending on the industry vertical as well, we will be able to actually adapt those as well. Mr. Mr. Ram Mohan Rao, I'm not sure when you say my question is not answered. Could you please repeat the question, sir, if you don't mind? So we're just waiting to see if there are any more questions, any further questions. I believe we don't have any further questions. So we have another question which says, does the system include any email or messenger unit inside? Yes, you can actually publish, you can actually integrate email. So emails can be sent out from the customer from SAP Business One. When it comes to marketing, you can also have invoices, quotations, orders that can be sent as well from SAP Business One. So it's something that is available by default, and it uses your standard SMTP. And from a messenger perspective, internal chat collaboration between your organization is also possible in SAP Business One, where you can collaborate and you can chat between between your users within the organization. That also is a feature that is available in SAP Business One. Great. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and having such an interactive session. We look forward to engaging with you all on a one-to-one to clarify further and to be able to discuss and provide in-depth answers. Thank you all for joining us, and it has been a pleasure hosting you all. Thank you, Mr. Dinesh and Jana as well. Take care and have a great day.